Hello. I had a dream that I was driving a car, right? And it wasn't my car, it was somebody else's car. And I was on a very windy back road of like a residential area. I went to back up the car so that way I could, turn around because I didn't want to keep going down this road. And as I was backing up, I actually slid down into a ditch, like ass first, right? And so that is speaking to basically being very, very careful. You may be currently feeling like you are kind of carrying a lot on your shoulders in terms of other people, right? And by moving forward, carrying all this weight, it's kind of an unknown path, right? You don't know what's up ahead. It's maybe causing a little bit of worry, but it is also speaking to being very careful because if you try to back up and go backwards, you could end up a lot more stuck. Right now is not a time to be carrying anything that is not yours unnecessarily. If you have the capability, that's fine, but it is a very, very, very it's a delicate dance and balance, right? And then before I started this reading, I was hearing You Won't Break My Soul by Beyonce. Specifically, this part. They work me so damn hard. I work by 9, then off past 5. They work my nerves. It's why I can't sleep at night. Looking for motivation, looking for a new foundation. I'm on a new vibration. I'm building my foundation. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. That is the energy, okay? No matter what's being piled on top of your shoulders, whatever you're currently carrying, it's not going to let you break it, okay? Be the doer rather than the thinker, okay? The absolute goal right now, if you're noticing like an uptick in just really strange things, the absolute goal is to put you in a 9 of Swords, okay? It's an intended trap through strategic betrayals. Use your intuition, right? You are deeply connected and you see it exactly for what it is, a plan to get you trapped in your own mind, so put it down. It's not yours. Mind over matter right now. You are guarded. Spirit is dropping gems in your lap at this time. Listen to those nudges. If you get an inkling that it seems a person, a situation is going a certain way or it's wanting to lead you down a certain way, you are correct. It's probably a try just to invoke feelings of fear, overwhelm, burden, and worry. You are correct. Control your mind. Do not let it control you. If you have a tendency to run into escapisms, don't. That is the goal. The goal is to push you into your escapisms. A sober mind produces clear thoughts. Period. Okay? You can't escape into things and then expect to get messages of your next moves. It's just not going to work out for you. Do not allow external forces to dictate your inner world. That is your world. You cannot allow circumstances outside of you to change you. You are on the right path. The pop-off of outside resistance and attempts to manipulate your emotions is proof of that, okay? They cannot control that. Only you give them the power. Only you give them that power willingly. You are smart, perceptive, and highly in tune with your internal world. Trust it and trust yourself. Keep diving deeper into yourself. That is where the happiness lies. You're not going to find happiness outside of yourself. You're only going to find it internally. If you are not happy inside, doesn't matter what you try and pull into you, you're never going to be happy. You could have millions of dollars. You're still going to sit in your house and just be a grumpy fuck. Is it unfair? Sure, absolutely. But we cannot control that, right? We can control how we let our past wounds and experiences impact us, period. A past event cannot be used as a weapon if you've already worked through it. It just becomes a pencil and a barrage of what they are hoping to be arrows. The fact it's an attempt to be used as means to harm you is more of a sting than a full piercing of pain, okay? It's going to be more of a principle of the fact than the actual of what's being used. Think of it like I'm rubber, you're glue. And in my head, I was seeing an image of like a big ball of rubber being around me and like things are flying at me, but they're bouncing off, right? That's basically what you need to be. You need to be a force field bouncing things off. When you look at the full picture, the audacity, right? Look who's trying to throw rocks. You could probably dismantle this person or these people with a whole present day list of offenses while they're busy trying to poke at you with the past. It's like gnats crawling out of a sewer drain. Pour the bleach, run some hot water, and disperse from the area until it's completely flushed out. The literal goal is to make you feel impatient, react irrationally, and to hyper-focus on material limitations or the weird behaviors and the unfairness of it all. That is not for you. God provides, period. Okay? Stay out of rumination on the imbalance of those around you. Have faith you will be provided for and keep moving. Keep getting up, eating as you're supposed to, sleep as you need to, and keep working towards your end goal. Keep helping where you're supposed to, right? Granted, as long as it's not becoming a heavy burden and you're now a pack mule of all these things, right? Find that balance. There's a healthy balance in being a helpful, kind person while also not being like a dumping ground for people. Okay? Let the booze hounds spin in their circles. Remember, long-term drinking shrinks gray matter and white matter, which are the processing centers and the communication pathways. It impairs executive function like decision-making, impulse control, and rational problem-solving. Abstinence combined with proper medical support and nutrition can reverse some of the structural damage and improve cognitive function. Pray for them that they're able to fight the spirit, keeping them drinking their spirits. If you have a drinking problem and you've recently hit a point of sustaining, excellent. Keep at it, okay? This is a reminder that it is going to impact your brain if you stick to it. If you're a marijuana user, like I was, long-term use can impact your memory, your attention, your learning, and the processing speed, okay? Chronic exposure desensitizes dopamine pathways, which reduces motivation. Long-term uses increases the likelihood of developing psychosis, depression, and heightening any anxiety that you may already be prone to. Cessation is the only way to improve these struggles and the cognitive functioning of the brain. Don't get wrapped back into it, as tempting as it's going to be, right? Stimulants like cocaine. It blocks dopamine reuptake, leading to inability to feel pleasure from everyday activities. It makes you unbelievably depressed when you hit those downs, okay? It damages the prefrontal cortex, impairing decision-making, impulse control, judgment, emotional regulation. It increases paranoia and amplifies negative feelings and triggers sudden anger spikes and irrational responses and behaviors. These dependencies are often viewed as a misguided search for connection, peace, or transcendence, right? 717. Seeking wholeness in the wrong place. Carl Jung once noted, it's often a spiritual thirst and longing for God. It is a disconnection from your true self and a grounded reality. That is why so much of the behaviors that you may be experiencing from random people are so weird and illogical, because it literally is. Do not get lost in the illusions attempted to be painted through the lenses of the past. It is all a farce, my favorite word. Stay compassionate. Their souls are screaming inside their bodies. They are currently being blocked from God. That is worse than the position you are currently in, right? You've gone through the dark night. You've battled the fight to reclaim your inner autonomy and authority and your sobriety. Have faith. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. That is the true meaning behind the attempts of decentering and distracting. Do not pay attention to the man behind the curtain. That is all it is. Don't fall for it and allow yourself to get pulled backwards. It's a trap. Rise above and avoid falling in line to the degenerate ranks. And then when I ended this reading out, I actually saw 606, itchy palm, which means incoming money, right? 606, balance and home. I let go of material worries, focus on your loved ones, and trust that your physical needs will be provided for. Stay clear-headed. Stay on your path. Stay kind. Stay compassionate. It's going to work out, okay? The distractions are unfortunately part of the process right now, and let it be a sign that, yes, you are correct. You're on the right path, right? When you start meeting this level of resistance and you're like, what the fuck is going on? That's usually a sign that you're doing good things, and the goal is to pull you back down, because how dare you get up there, you know? Get down off the ladder, Steve. Don't get off the ladder, Steve. Keep climbing.